Good day, and thank you for tuning in to my weekly devotion for July 1st, the week of July 1st. Today they're installing the new air conditioner and furnace that will cool the narthex and also our offices. So we're really glad about that today. Hopefully they'll have it up and running before Thursday. We want to thank those who've contributed to this fund. This is an $11,500 project. So far, we received $1,500 towards that. So thank you to everyone who's contributed. If you've not yet given a gift towards that, please consider doing so. Also, next week, we'll be hosting virtual Vacation Bible School, something very new for us. We're working hard on that this week, especially Daniel. And so if you know of a child between 3 years old and have completed 5th grade, then you can register. Please give the church a call, contact us, and get them registered. They'll be picking up their packets on Sunday. Very good. Our reading for today is 1 Corinthians 12, selected verses. Verse 4, now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who activates all of them in everyone. Going over to verse 14, indeed the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot would say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less a part of the body. And if the ear would say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less a part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the hearing be? If the whole body were hearing, where would the sense of smell be? But as it is, God arranged the members of the body, each of them, as he chose. Word of the Lord. Our Vacation Bible School this year theme is God's good creation. Each day we'll learn about one of God's creatures, and one of the animals we'll learn about are honeybees. You've probably heard reports over the past several years that the honeybee population in some parts of our country and in some parts of the world has diminished drastically. And the whole creation in these parts of the world suffer because of it, because bees play such an important part in pollinating crops as they gather nectar. As I've done my research on bees, I've learned a few things. Did you know that bees have different jobs within their hive? Some bees care for the larvae, some build the honeycombs, some go and find the nectar, scout it out, while others go and gather that nectar. And others protect the queen and tend to her needs. Not all bees do the same thing, and such is the case with the humans as well. We all have different skills, hobbies, gifts, and that's part of what makes us unique. Maybe you've got a friend that likes to do something that you could care less about. For sure you know someone who's really good at something that you are not. It's nice to be able to give them a call and ask them for help when a situation arises where you need their skills. And I'm sure there are things that you're good at where that same friend would likely call you if they were in need of your expertise. God has given each of us different talents, skills, and interests. They're a large part of making us who we are. Our reading for today comes from Paul's letter to the church at Corinth. They were extremely talented group of people, blessed with many spiritual gifts. But they were fighting with each other because some people felt that their jobs were more important than the jobs that other members of the church are doing. Because they felt their jobs were more important than others, they felt that they were not being given enough respect for their gifts. Paul told the people that were members of the church at Corinth that no job or person was more important than anyone else, that everyone should be valued, not because of their gifts alone, but because they were a child of God, a member of God's family. During the COVID-19 pandemic, people are showing more respect to people who do certain types of work, such as people who work in hospitals, those who work in care centers. You think about people who drive semi-trucks and people who stock the shelves and check people out at the grocery store or other retail stores. These days, we call such people essential workers. But hear this, no matter what job that you do, for payment, or as a volunteer, to God, all of us are essential workers in the kingdom of God. I thank you for sharing your gifts of time and money with their church family. Because together we're doing so much to share the gospel and support the people of our church, our community, our nation, and our world. So thank you for the difference that you're making and for sharing those wonderful gifts that you have with the people of God. Thanks for tuning in.